Hey everybody. We need to talk about something very serious today regarding my channel and regarding I guess the future of it in a sense. So, as you guys may know, I live in Canada, and in Canada, I'm a proud Canadian. Okay, I love my country. I love the people in my country, and I'm a very proud Canadian. But recently on Tuesday, the lower house of the parliament in Canada, so that's basically like our Senate in the United States, they passed a law and it's called Bill C-11. You guys might be wondering, well, what is Bill C-11? Well, essentially, Bill C-11 is a way to get legacy media to, when I say legacy media, I'm talking about news stations, and stations that primarily dominated on TV, but aren't dominating on platforms like YouTube, Netflix, Spotify, all those kinds of things. And essentially, what this bill is going to be doing is letting those companies who are in the legacy media have higher search results um, over content creators like myself. Now, I don't think I'll see any pushback, and this goes to honestly, I'm not too sure how it's gonna work. Okay, so basically, what the bill states is that on YouTube in Canada, they want and YouTube, Netflix, Spotify, all the social media services, they want to promote Canadian creators above all else. So, for example, if you live in Canada and you're looking at Pokerstars VR, if this law was written correctly, you'd see my videos over artists known as videos. Now, I think that's wrong. I think that's not how it should be. The algorithm goes off of watch time. It goes off of how many people liked the video, how much engagement was on the video. It shouldn't be about where you live, where you know where the person made the video, where the person's watching the video from. I think that's completely wrong, and I don't think that should be a thing on YouTube. We're past the days of legacy media where basically we weren't searching for content, we were provided with content. Nowadays on YouTube, on Netflix, on Spotify, we search for content and we seek out the content we want to watch. We're not provided with the content that we want to watch. And the reason why I say this is so damaging towards, I guess, my channel in a sense, is the requirement to even become one of these Canadian creators is so set up for the legacy media to take over the smaller YouTubers' job, right? So you got to sign up for this thing called CanCon, which is, I don't really know too much about it, but you got to sign up for this thing called CanCon. And to be a part of CanCon, you got to prove that I think it's like 90% or 80% of the material that you're producing is made in Canada. Now, since I'm creating a piece of content in a video game, it's very hard for me to prove that 80% of this game was created in Canada because for the developers of this game, they're scattered around the world, right? So, like I'm sitting on this chair, who's to say that half of this chair isn't made in the US and isn't made in Canada, right? Like it's even though I'm filming this in Canada, there's no way that I can prove that 80% of what I'm filming and what's around me is made in Canada. And it's honestly terrifying in a sense because I never thought that this would happen in Canada. We're very like if you guys don't know how it works right now with our radio stations and with our TV stations, I think it's like 70% of the shows that are airing and 70% of the songs that are airing have to be of by a Canadian, right? So you get all these really bad songs on the radio and you get all these really bad shows. And that's why I don't even the only time I ever use cable is when I'm blacked out of NHL.com when I want to watch a hockey game. Right? That's the only time I'll ever use cable, and then even then, I won't say how I go about it. I don't even use cable. Okay, I'm just saying in a hypothetical sense, if I were to use cable, that's how I would do it. But I don't use cable. There's ways around everything, and I don't get blacked out of those hockey games, fortunately. But no, it's just this is a terrible law that's coming into play. I don't know what it will look like if YouTube might even stop promoting Canadian content creators because they don't want to deal with the laws that are in place. They're going to section off YouTube to just have a Canadian only section where when I upload a video from Canada, only Canadians can. It's just, this law is going to create so many problems, and it's going to create so many more options for my videos and stuff like that that I don't want to deal with. I'm happy with how it works, and I wish before they created this law, I wish they would have reached out to Canadians, actual content creators. Now, I'm not saying I'm the biggest YouTuber in the world. I don't think that they would have reached out to me, but reach out to some of the bigger YouTube content creators and ask them how they feel about this, because I'm sure they will be on the same sentiment as me. Canada, the Canadian government, we don't want this law. We don't need this law. YouTube in Canada and content creators in Canada are doing well, quite fine actually. We don't need your help in getting more views on our videos. And honestly, just feels like a slap in the face of content creators. It feels like the Canadian government is saying, you don't know what you're doing, so we're going to help you out. We know what we're doing, okay? We know how to optimize our videos. We know how to get it in the search results. We don't need your help with that. And we don't want legacy media like CTV News, CBC News, Global News to come in and try to take over an industry that, quite honestly, they don't know. They know how to do the media business on TV and all that. When it comes to YouTube, they don't really know how to do YouTube too well. And we don't want them to come in here and take over our jobs, take over our income. And quite frankly, I see a future of that happening. So I want to say thank you guys for watching the video. Thank you guys for being here. You guys are truly some of the best fans on YouTube. And I'll see ya in the next one. Bye-bye now.